Hi, college. Okay, today we're going to practice our oral skills, ear training for major and minor seconds. In these 10 examples, you need to listen to the interval and choose the correct response. The first thing you should do is look at the clef, then decide on the note names, and then quickly analyze A, B, C, and D for each answer. That will help you with this oral skills. Then listen carefully. I'll play each example twice. You can rule out some if you hear the interval descending or ascending. And we are dealing with only major seconds and minor seconds for this oral skills ear training. Okay, so here is number 1. Let's begin. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. Okay, let's move on to the next section. You'll need some staff paper for this. Please take out some staff paper. Quickly jot down the 9 examples that you see, observing the clef and starting note carefully. Let's read the directions carefully for these 9 examples. Directions. Pitch patterns of 5 notes will be played for each example. The first note is given. Draw the remaining pitches you hear. You may need to supply accidentals. Use only whole notes. Let's begin with number 1. Again, we are dealing with only major seconds and minor seconds between every note. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Okay, college, now it's time to check our answers and see how you did. So let's go back to the first section and let's look at number 1. The correct choice is D. D is a minor second descending. It's F to E. Example 1A, we have an F to a G ascending, so that's a major second ascending. B is an F to an E flat. That's a major second descending. Choice C is an F to a G flat. That's a minor second ascending. So let's listen to the correct answer. This is a minor second descending, and it should sound like Do T. Listen again for Do T. Example 1A, we have a major second ascending. Listen carefully. Perhaps you hear major seconds ascending as Do Re. Listen again. For example 1B, we have a major second descending, and that's going to sound like Re Do. Listen. Major second descending. In example 1C, we have a minor second ascending, which would sound like Ti Do. But the correct response was D for number 1. Listen again. So hopefully you got that one right. Number 2, we're in bass clef. Hopefully you realized that. You looked at the pitches very carefully, and you saw that example 2A is a minor second ascending. You didn't have to write this in, but it always helps a little bit if you can do it quickly. Example 2B is a major second ascending. That's C sharp to D sharp. Example C is the correct answer, what we heard, and we have a C sharp down to a B, so that's a major second descending. And for 2D, we have a C sharp to a B sharp. Interesting. So there is our minor second that's descending. So let's listen to the correct example for number 2. This is choice C. This is a major second descending. We heard this. Sounds like re do. It could also sound like mi re. Example 2A sounds like this. Minor seconds sound like ti do. And example 2B is a major second ascending. That's going to sound like do re. And example 2D is going to be a minor second descending. So that's going to sound like do ti. So hopefully we're realizing that solfege really helps us out. Anytime we have a minor second ascending, it should sound like ti do. Anytime we have a minor second descending, it should sound like do ti. Anytime we have a major second ascending, it should sound like do re. And anytime we have a major second descending, it should sound like re do. Number 3 was a little tricky. If you notice, number 3 is different from all the rest because in the fourth measure, or example D, choice D, it starts from a different note than the others. All the others start on a G. So the first one, 3A, is G to F sharp. That's a minor second down. The next one is a G to an F, so that's a major second down. In 3C, we have a G to an A flat, so that's a minor second up, ascending. And then we have an A to a B, so that's a major second ascending. So although there's 4 different responses, the correct response was choice D, which was an A to a B natural. So that would sound as follows. For number 4, the correct response is D. We're in treble clef, looking at minor second descending. We have a B to an A sharp. So that's 4D. 4A is a major second descending. 4B is a major second ascending. 4C is a minor second ascending. So hopefully if you're having trouble with this, at least you're eliminating some, because hopefully your ear is telling you whether or not you hear the interval as descending or ascending. Then you can eliminate 2 automatically. Okay, for number 5, the correct answer is choice A. We're in bass clef, and we should have heard a major second ascending, D flat, whole step up to E flat. That's choice A, major second. Choice B was a minor second descending, do ti. Choice C was also descending, but it was a major second descending, D flat to C flat. And choice D, you might have been thrown off by the E double flat, but a D flat up to an E double flat is a minor second. So 5 is A. Number 6, we're in alto clef again. Starting note looks like to be an E. So we have choice A, we have an E to a D. Choice B would be an E to a D sharp. Choice C would be an E up to an F sharp. And choice D would be an E up to an F. The correct response was C. So we heard an E to an F sharp. That's a major second ascending. Do, re, major second ascending. For number 7, we're back in treble clef. And the correct response is C. We heard a minor second ascending, which sounds as follows. Minor second ascendings are T, do. Let's explore this one further. Let's look at 7A. We have a G sharp to an A sharp, so that's going to sound as a major second ascending, so it would be do, re. In 7B, we have a G sharp to an F double sharp. So if you think about that carefully, we're dealing with a minor second descending, G sharp to F double sharp. And choice C we already went over, and choice D we have a G sharp down to an F sharp. That's a major second descending. For this one I'm going to play all 4 choices for number 7 consecutively, so you can just hear what they all sound like from A all the way to D. So here is number 7. Listen to them carefully and follow along. Okay, for number 8, we're in bass clef. Starting note is an F2, and we have choice C as our correct response. I played an F descending to an E flat, therefore making the interval a major second descending. Re, do for major second descending. Here's choice A. That's a half step ascending, or now we know it to be a minor second ascending, T, do. Choice B is the opposite. It's a minor second descending, so it would sound as do, T. But choice C was the correct response with a major second descending. And if you look at choice D carefully, we have an F to a G, that's a major second ascending. Okay, let's page up a little bit and look at number 9, alto clef. The correct response is B. So our starting note is an A, and choice B would be an A to a G sharp, therefore making it a minor second descending. Let me play number 9D now. I'm going to play 9B and 9D, and you can hear the difference between the minor second descending and the major second descending. So 9 was letter B. For number 10, the last one in this set, treble clef, starting note E flat, 4. And our correct response is A. We're going from an E flat to an F flat. That's a minor second ascending, T, do. Letter B is going to be a half step, or a minor second descending, do, T. Letter C is going to be a major second descending, E flat down to D flat. And D is a major second ascending, E flat to F. Let me play all four consecutively from A to D for number 10 so you can hear all of them in order. Okay, let's move on to the pitch patterns. So for number 1, you did not have to write the note names in, you just had to draw the notes in, and hopefully you supplied the correct accidentals where necessary. All right, so for number 1, I gave you a starting note of F4, and I also mentioned that between each note, from note to note, we're dealing with only minor seconds or major seconds. So the first one, we have F, G, A flat, G, F. So it's a mountain that goes up and down in major seconds and minor seconds. Listen carefully to number 1. I'm hearing a minor scale, do, re, mi, re, do. So my intervals would be whole step, half step down, whole step down, or do, re, mi, re, do. If I took out the flat and made it an A natural, it would sound more like major. It would sound do, re, mi, re, do. But the correct answer is this. F to G, major second, G to A flat, minor second, A flat to G, minor second, G to F, major second. In this particular example, we started and ended on the same note. Same with number 2 in bass clef. We started on a B flat and our last note was also a B flat. So here's where our starting note is. And let's see how you did with this one. We have a B flat to a C, then a B flat again, then an A flat, and then back to a B flat. I heard the solfege on this one to actually sound as do, re, do, te, do. I heard the A flat as a subtonic as opposed to a leading tone. So in this one we have B flat to C, major second down, major second down, major second up. The next one might have been tricky because we're dealing with alto clef. The starting note is going to be an F sharp 3, which is here. And we heard a bunch of whole steps in a row, major seconds ascending, until we got to the last 2 notes, which is a minor second ascending. So F sharp to G sharp, major second, G sharp to A sharp, major second, A sharp to B sharp, major second, B sharp to C sharp, minor second. Listen to this. At first, this one sounded like sort of Lydian mode, and then I actually picked out solfege to this, and it kind of sounded as if it was fa, sol, la, ti, do. Listen again. So that one might have been a little bit tricky. All right, let's move on. Number 4, bass clef. This one was a little tricky because just the starting note and the ending note were the same, but the 3 notes in the middle were all different. We have a C up to a D flat, minor second, D flat to E flat, major second, E flat to D natural. Hopefully you drew the natural sign in. If you didn't, the implication is that you're repeating the D flat. And finally, from D natural to C, major second descending. Check this out. This one was confusing for me to relate to solfege So I actually had to break it down and go note to note to find the intervallic pattern. So listen again, minor second ascending, major second ascending, minor second descending, major second descending. Number 5, treble clef, starting note D. The tricky one in this one might be the 4th note, the C sharp. Hopefully you realize that it did not repeat the C natural, but we actually raised that up a little bit. So here it is again, D, C, B, C sharp, D. And for number 6, we have bass clef. The notes that we heard the pitch pattern to be were A, B, A, G sharp, F sharp. So here's our starting note, A3. Solfege, you probably might have heard, would be Me, Fa, Me, Re, Do. Or Do, Re, Do, Ti, La. Or perhaps you just went note by note. From A to B is a major second. Major second back down. Minor second to G sharp. Major second to F sharp. For number 7, treble clef, starting note A flat. Starting note and ending note are different on this one, just like in the last example. Ending note was an A natural, so hopefully you figured out and drew the natural sign there. So here is number 7. Let's listen to the pitch pattern. I kind of heard Me, Re, Do, Re, Mi. Okay, for number 8, everything was ascending. Starting and ending note were different. We're starting on a D. That would be a D4. So we have a D to an E flat, starting off with a minor second, to a major second, to a major second, to a minor second. And in the last one, number 9, bass clef, starting note is E, which is here. This one was a bit tricky because all 5 notes were completely different, as in the last example. So we have E, D, E flat, D flat, C. Let's listen. Let's look at and examine the intervals. E to D, major second, minor second, major second, minor second. And one last time to listen. So we'll be doing more interval ear training, but next time perhaps we will explore and add minor thirds and major thirds to this, to the minor seconds and major seconds. So thanks so much for watching, college. Hopefully you did well with this. Keep practicing your oral skills to build them up. Have a great day.